back. We are back and we are here. I'm just tuning in to what tonight is gonna be about, and I wanted to just come on here and speak about whatever is meant to flow. Yeah, I feel like this week the main themes that are coming through are remembering your truth, remembering to stand in that truth, and tuning in to what that actually feels like for you, tuning into what that actually means for you. There's a certain feeling that exists within the vessel of the body when truth is present, and there's a certain feeling when deception is present. It takes a second to be able to fine-tune what that is and how to discern that for yourself. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of lived experience, but once you're able to tune in, then things just start to make sense. So, yes. But yeah, I think for today, I just felt like speaking on the fact that life is so sacred, and there are so many intricacies and moments in the day where I'm just like, wow, like this is real. Like this existence is real. The more that I'm spending time with God, the more I'm tuning into God's guidance, especially when I'm listening to Lori Laud's videos and her content. Thank you for being here. Hello. The more that I realize how we are just so held and so protected, like anytime you could ever want for anything, it's provided. All you have to do is live and exist. But I am realizing that obedience is so important. That is so important. Thank you guys for being here. Thank y'all for joining. Yeah, but obedience is key. Obedience is the key. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on in the comments. Let's keep this comments non-spammy, please. Let's just make sure we're focusing on the video and the content that we're discussing. Let's see. Thank you guys for being here. Wow, overtime at McDonald's. Good job. No matter where you're working, overtime is a lot of work, and McDonald's is a really strong company. They've been around for a while, so I feel like it has a solid, steady paycheck. That's a blessing. So good for you. But yeah, so I was just talking about obedience, and I was just talking about how I've been realizing the more that you tune into obedience and you start to like learn what that looks like or what that discernment feels like, the more you'll start to see these miracles happening in your life. Like you'll feel, and it's crazy because the voice of God or Jesus, whoever you tune into, it's such a like a very pure voice. Like when it talks to you, it's so calm and so clear. There's really no like, there's not really anxiety behind it. Now you may feel anxious from what you're being told to do, but the voice is very clear. Like it almost, so if I had to personify it, hold on guys, I need a quick little, I was like, I'm gonna bring my comb today because last week, sorry guys, I should have did this before the live. It's just so sticky outside. I just didn't want to be on here looking like a ragamuffin. Okay. Okay. Sorry guys, I know this is a little rude of me. But yeah, how do I say this? So if I could personify the voice of God, which, I mean, I don't even know how one does that, but it feels like, so if you're just going through your day, and let's say there's maybe a place that you're about to go, but you probably shouldn't be going. When you're about to go, you're literally gonna hear, are you sure you should go? It's very calm. It's very calm. And then you're gonna hear, and this is just intuition too. Like it's also just, you know, your intuition, but I think God speaks to us through intuition. But this is what it sounds like to me. And then you're gonna hear, like, you may fight against it and be like, yeah, why not? And then you're gonna get like a very practical solution. It's gonna say, because you're gonna be tired tomorrow. You're gonna be exhausted. Because you may be going somewhere that's gonna keep you out late. You need to get up early for work the next day or for whatever you may have to do in the morning. And the voice is literally gonna tell you, you may not listen to it, but then on your way to wherever you're going, your body is literally gonna feel the truth. You may get anxious out of nowhere. You may just like, all of a sudden you just are like, why do I feel so anxious? Why do I feel a wave of anxiety? Because your body is communicating with you that you aren't doing something that's aligned with your truth. Not even your truth, but aligned with a timeline that was meant to conserve your energy and protect your peace, if that makes any sense. All right, guys, I'm about to check out what's happening. Okay, some of y'all's comments, I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Please, y'all, please don't be spammy in the comments. Please I'm actually genuinely wanting to have a conversation, and I want the comments to relate to the conversation. So the other comments that are super spammy, please, let's keep that at a minimum and not happening at all. Okay, but for those who genuinely are here because you guys are genuinely interested in what I'm speaking about, thank you for being here. Thank you guys for being here. But yeah, so that's the best way that I can personify or quantify what that feels like. And I think too, I realized that the more that I listen to that little voice or the little guidance nudges, the more my life feels at ease, the more miracles happen, because I honestly believe that God is wanting us to exist in our optimal timeline. And I do believe there are infinite timelines and things we can choose to do, but there is an optimal timeline that I believe is calling us towards our purpose and calling us towards the fulfillment of our truth in this reality, and where we're supposed to go, and who we're supposed to be. Okay. Thank y'all for being here, and thank y'all for those who are really here for just the trueness of this life. And hello to those who said hello. Yes, but it's just a really kind of a weird thing to experience when there is a lot of distraction and noise in this reality, and it's not always easy to just have the clarity or feel it, like feel the clarity. But I do feel like the more practice you have with just tuning in, the easier it gets. And you'll start to notice how almost, I won't say effortlessly, because I do think it does require some effort to be obedient, but you'll start to notice it gets easier, and you'll start to notice more and more miracles and blessings are coming into your life. And literally out of the blue, like you won't even be expecting stuff, and you'll be thinking about how you maybe need something, or you're wanting something, or just literally just life like is happening and you need something, and then it just appears, like you're not even asking for it. So yeah, guys, it's not always easy, but it is worth it. That's what I'll say. I'm still figuring it out every day, but I do know that I think this reality isn't meant to feel so confusing and stressful sometimes. I think, and I'm not saying it does all the time either, but I think there's meant to be a sense of peace and clarity that we experience that I don't know is like as mainstream as it could be. So, I'm from the earth, just like you, and somewhere in space, probably at some point. I do feel like when you're obedient, the energy does come back to you. The favor comes back, like you were saying. The favor does come back to you. Yes, guys. I think that's it for tonight. But again, I am starting a free Patreon community, and I've already started it, but I'm gonna drop the link below this video, and it's also in my page bio. But I really do want to connect with people who are interested in just tuning into their spirituality and building a relationship with God, but I'm not in like a preachy way. Don't want this to feel like we're at church. Not that I'm not shaming church either, but I want it to feel real and raw, and not like like I'm trying to preach at y'all. But I feel like soon, okay, God just planted something in my spirit, and I'm like, really? I do feel like soon I want to host like a class, or like a training on identifying truth and discerning what truth feels like through the noise of this reality. So I need to figure out when that's gonna be. That just dropped into my spirit, and I'm like, really? Okay. I know Lori was talking about this on her channel too, and she was just saying how like when you start to be more and more obedient, God will literally start asking you to do stuff, and you'll be like, really? But the more you do it, the more you see kind of like the bigger picture of why you're being asked to do it, and the more it just starts to make sense, even if in the moment it doesn't make sense. Okay. Okay, sorry. So yes, I am gonna fill into that, but thank you guys for being here. This has been real. I'll be back soon. Everybody have a blessed evening. Will be back very soon. And stay tuned for the training. I'm gonna drop that shortly, whenever the date comes through. Maybe in the next month, so August possibly. We'll see. We'll see. All right, guys. See y'all later. See you this Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. It seems like I'm getting on here around like 8:15-ish, not, or 5:15-ish, but I'll be back Thursday at 5:15 Pacific, 8:15 Eastern, and we'll be able to talk about some more things, whatever is meant to come through. And again, if you're new in this space, definitely like, subscribe, and share this with a friend. And check out my free Patreon community, which I am about to start. Well, it's already started, but the link I will put below the video. And I'm thinking about hosting a class soon for all of those who just joined. Planning on hosting a class, a training about discerning truth in our noisy, loud world. And when I say truth, I mean like your soul's truth slash God's, what God is trying to tell you based on my own experience, and just giving a sort of like a blueprint for those of you who are wanting to go deeper in that journey. So I will be sharing that soon. But thank you guys for being here, and I hope everyone has a blessed, beautiful evening, and I'll see you guys Thursday. Someone is asking in the comments, I'm from the earth. I'm from the earth just like you. Okay, I'll see y'all soon. Peace. Oh yes, and like, subscribe, and share this with a friend who you think could use this message. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.